Aquaba.
But that's it.
What's the title of this one we just heard?
Don't Use Me.
Why?
Okay, I wrote it at the time in London when I was working with a particular producer.
Yeah.
And I thought he wasn't giving me a good deal. So it's like, don't abuse me, really. So it's like, don't use me, don't, so that's what it's about.
Don't use me.
Yeah. I mean, use me, but don't
overuse me.
Don't overuse me.
Use me, but don't use me.
Don't use me.
Okay, people. Good afternoon. Welcome to the place to be. This is the Highlife Jam. My name is Papa Kofinyak. I told you today we have two special guests here. My first one is an alpha guitarist. The second one is an omega keyboardist. So today is going to be a great show. For this one, I need not tell you. I was looking through your discography. You've done over 80 albums. I'm sure you don't remember 1/8 of them.
I didn't think I had done that many.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, tell me which artists you haven't worked with.
Of course, we are talking about Ghanaian artists. I worked with A.B. Krenzel only live. Never recorded with him, but I can't think of any of the. If you like the old school.
Did you do it with the Pat Thomas?
Oh yeah,
earlier.
Yeah.
You did earlier with Pat Thomas.
But no, Pat Thomas, I think I recorded about. He came to do one of my albums, he just sang one. My version of Jesus. Yeah. He's the guy singing on there. I did live with Pat Thomas and the Kwashibu band. A few years ago in Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah. I stood there for Kwame.
Okay. Now let's listen to this one. This is the song we're talking about.
That's the one, yeah. Yeah.
But these classics.
Pa, you're the only one who knows all the songs I recorded. I have to come in.
I'm learning from you. I'm learning how to learn.
No, your research is deep. There's no escape.
This work that we do, we need to know a little bit about the people before we talk to them. So you've worked with Pat Thomas.
Yeah.
A.B. Krenzel live.
Jewel Akator, I recorded with him in Canada.
Yeah.
Of course, Bessa as well.
Bessa, that's what I would do.
We've
listened to Felix Owusu. We've listened to Samuel Owusu. We've listened to Papa Yankson as well. You worked on the first and the second album.
That's
the third
right.
album. You did the Riadimun Sam.
Yeah.
You did the Show Your Love.
Yeah. And then I did the Tego Sisters as well.
You were doing Stay in My Life, all those things you did.
Yeah.
But there's something that I'm curious to know where the idea came from. I've always, every time I tell you that this is Felix Owusu Owo.
Oh my God.
It's the intro for me. You did the intro. So, wait. Maybe you want to listen to it again. It's the intro for me. I love the song, but the
Wow.
Yeah, it's the intro for me. I
can't remember Did I play the acoustic guitar?
Yes, you started it.
Papa, I have to how do you call it? Go into my archives or get a copy from you because I need to listen. It's very beautiful.
Sure. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Wow.
It's the intro for me.
I must have been a very beautiful soul when I was younger. Damn, how did I play that?
You want to listen to it the last time?
Please let me hear. Wow.
Okay. We're going to listen to it the last
Damn.
The last time. Fabian is also loving it. Fabian, you love the intro, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to check. It could be another guitarist and I came in with a rock guitar.
But on
It's
credit,
very beautiful.
On credit is you.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm going to go home and learn it. How to
Okay,
play that.
on credit is you. Okay.
Because it's very
So
beautiful.
you are in
Wow.
Kwabotwe.
Yeah, Kwabotwe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was your school band formed?
60. It would be 60. I think 65.
65.
The first version of the group was 65.
What was the name of your group?
It was Beavers eventually.
I met some of them.
You did. You did. Yeah.
I met some of them.
You did. Yeah. It was Beavers essentially. I don't think there was it was Beavers. Yeah. I was with my seniors. Then I was a bass player for the first version of Beavers.
Oh, okay.
And
but all credit to your big brother.
My in Circuit 5.
Yeah, your big brother will introduce you to the guitar.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, every time I want to give credit to him.
Yeah. Victor. Yeah.
So
he was following music everywhere. Even before we started playing, he would go to like GBC.
Oh.
And meet the like Ralph Quist. He'd be looking for Ralph Quist, and then eventually he'd be almost. I mean, I was much younger, obviously, tiny, and he was more. He eventually went to the Air Force.
Yeah.
Even when we used to go and use Kim Bruce's equipment.
Wow, Black Beats.
It was Victor who found his way there, and for us to use the instruments, he became Kim Bruce's almost his driver.
Oh, okay. Just to be able to get access.
Yeah, and Kim Bruce loved him very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me about the coup. It's 66. You were in school. You had formed your band nearly a year. Then there's a coup before you realize Nkrumah has been overthrown. You've gone to Hanoi in Vietnam.
That's right.
The coup had come. I heard you had a lot of mates in the government then and other things.
That's right. Yeah. First of all, while Nkrumah was in government, 1965 was where we had our first. We had our first equipment, which was like drum kit, bass guitar, electric guitar, and that was it. There was not even amplifier. Somehow we played it. So there was that connection with the ministers, and it was Mr. Dianan was the minister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and but as to the coup, when it happened, I was friends with Kwesi Saki's children. Alex Kwesi Saki's children, and
connection.
That's right. May they rest in peace because they both passed away, and may Awo forgive me for talking about them now. If she doesn't mind, sometimes we have to talk about it. So one day in 1966, we were going to buy a wachi.
Wanchi, they were starting new.
Until while we were there, waiting our turn, then the news seeped in that there had been a coup.
Wow.
And Nkrumah had been overthrown.
Oh.
And the whole school went like there was, a funeral. Everything went very, very quiet. Because at the time, a lot of Nkrumah's ministers, children were in Fanspim, or even the commissioner for the police, Magites, children were there. So I was with Nana and Eja, who were my mates, and then the coup came in. And honestly, while we were waiting for the wachi, we were full of joy, because we're going to have our wachi and wele and stuff like that.
Yeah. And
then the news came, and then their faces, they changed from being very alive to almost like there was almost no life. They were afraid, and soon the school closed because everything in Ghana almost came to a shutdown, and we had to go home. Where in the past they would have their father's driver pick them up from the school. Now there was no one to pick them up, so I had to help them take a trotro, you know, the wooden mommy truck at the time. So then I tried because I was going to Winneba as well.
Oh, okay.
So I joined, you know, I spoke to the driver and all that. I don't think they even have money.
Wow.
Did I give them? It was a very harrowing time, very, very tough time for them. You know, so I got to help them to
At what time did you leave Kwabitwe?
I left in 68. Then I went to Agri.
Kwabitwe to Agri.
Agri, yeah.
Agri, there was much more different environment, right? There were ladies around.
That was very nice.
Kwabitwe, they're bone to bone.
Bone to bone. Yeah, Agri was a great. As soon as they knew I had arrived, because you know my reputation as a guitar crazy guy, the school decided they must have a school band.
A band.
Straight away.
Wow.
It was like, it's around though. He says, it's a 6-4 here. You know, this is why
Switch lower.
You see, this is why I didn't become like I didn't become an academic, because anywhere I go, people would just disturb me with this guitar.
Who were some of your idols? From Jimi Hendrix, those times it was the Beavers, the Beatles were the
we were to Beatles. We were to Beatles, Rolling Stones, and then again, this is my brother Victor. Victor was always into sukus. Victor was into everything.
Yeah, okay.
You know, or in the night he'll wake me up and say, "Hey, child, listen to this juju music from Nigeria." His mind, to me anyway, was very, very, very broad. So even though we went to all the pop music and so on, he as a leader of our other group, which was called Circuit 5.
Circuit 5. Okay.
Yeah, which was Franz Pim and so he was in Achimota at the time.
Because today I wanted us to look at the very slippery area. Those who were in the pop chain who contributed to the musical industry in Ghana. Some of you played the pop chain. Some of you started music in the schools. And then those of us who found music along the way. So you started in school?
Yeah.
Some of your contemporaries you can remember? John K is also a school.
John K, he went to a disco.
Yeah.
John K did.
Besa was in Agri.
Besa Agri.
Bembra Kon Ogasco.
Yeah, Bembra Kon Ogasco. That's right.
Yes. George Dako was in your clapping man also as well.
Very interesting man who, you know, because he didn't really stay with Dr. Soga.
Okay.
Soga went to a disco.
Okay.
When you hear a Ramblers music, Jerry Hansen, that's Soga playing the bass for Ramblers.
Whoa!
He was an disco six former. He later became I think he's retired now. Became a dentist quietly, but he was an amazing bass player. He also played for a pop band which included Ricky Telfer.
Oh, also a disco boy.
A disco boy, you know.
He's in Canada, right?
Oh, he passed away.
Somewhere,
So Ricky continued obviously to Magic Aliens.
Okay.
But Soga, as soon as he left sixth form, played with the Ramblers a bit, then he went into dentistry. But Soga is to me needs a lot of mention. He said makes no noise.
I want the pankasa. I want the pankasa.
Papa, you see, even though he wasn't visible in the scene in
the
Ghana.
background, I did a lot of work.
Yeah, if you hear Ramblers, the best Ramblers is Soga playing bass. But yeah.
Okay.
You know.
What happened to our music? what happened? At what time did the horns get lost?
I don't know, but I suspect when Nkrumah left the scene and Ghana's economy.
Nkrumah was not a trumpeter.
I think it's probably the economics. It became very difficult. You didn't have any more. A lot of the bands from the big bands had patrons.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Datsun for Uhuru.
Okay.
And of course Black Beats with Kim Bruce, who was a principal secretary.
Okay.
He was so he could order equipment easily. But after the coup, for some reason, all the rich people
decided to take a back seat.
A big back seat. So I think that's when it happened.
So when I listen to music in the 60s, in the 70s, you hear a lot of horns, big band, horns.
Yeah.
Kim Bruce, Stargazers, the Broadways. I hear a lot of horns. Getting to somewhere, we got lost. That's why I was asking what happened. The guitar reigned supreme.
Oh yeah, guitar was always there. Mainstream, whatever happened, the guitar was always there. But
were you inspired by Onyina?
Yeah.
Is Onyina a jazz person or a highlife person? How do you describe it? Now, I want to understand.
Onyina was essentially his foundations obviously was Highlife.
But some of his phrases.
But the jazz, according to what I read, I was curious because I'll play a little bit of that. I know.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Let me do it again. Ochasu yobidio Ematri wakibi na wuni mochinasem Onienya nyota Ematri wakibi So I think him and Okonimo were into jazz.
Yeah.
So
the kind of things they play.
That's right. They combined the two. He added that, but I think jazz just inspired him. But the way he plays, like this kind of thing. Oh, this.
It will come.
It's like a it's kind of very choral, but you can hear the jazz influence there, So they were listening to a lot of jazz and
Konimo, special category.
Special category, yeah.
As far as guitar is concerned.
Yeah, although I do not discern, Konimo plays jazz.
Yeah, Konimo.
But I've heard him only play it, I would say, essentially separately from our guitar band, Highlife, his style.
My best track from him is Nadenswa.
Right. But Onyina actually fused the two in his playing. Yeah.
Let's listen to
these are our masters.
Nadine, so this is a classic.
Classic.
From Kunimo.
Classic.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I hear they're going to honor him.
Yeah, the president said we should honor him before he goes.
Obviously.
There was something you did with the Seprewa with the...
Sekranchi.
Sekranchi, yeah. What was the inspiration?
It was partly the inspired... Okay, basically, I met Osei... When was our album brought out even? Was it 2008?
Today, I'm not talking.
Probably 2000.
Okay, we'll talk about Sekranchi later, but let's go on. After school, what happened? When did you run away? Tell us a bit about Boombai and stuff.
After sixth form, I went to play with a GBC band for a year.
Just a year.
Yeah, basically like an understudy to the other guitarists at Baining.
Okay.
At Baining was like my master, if you like. And
is that the time that they were putting on suit and the blazers?
Oh yes. We would play repertoires that included like foxtrots, occasionally a bit of Highlife, and then sometimes even Beatles and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then weekends we might travel with a bus to Kumasi Club or something, and we'll play, So yeah, it was a good learning. And then when that was happening too, we had Boombai, like it was like I said, I'm trying to remember the time. We had Boombai. We were also playing like we were like bands who played during the interludes of bigger bands. Okay. Then we go and take the instruments.
Okay, so you are like when they are on recess.
Recess, that we didn't have equipment ourselves. Half time. That's where we were. Yeah, And then this charter flight company. There were two English lecturers, one at Legon and one at Cape Bar.
Okay, I think that one I'm too old to remember that.
True. So they were the ones who took us. They could see where we had. We were quite good, and we were the celebration of Pop Chains.
Pop Chains, yeah.
That's where we became really known. We would do tricks like we would when we go to a school, we're going to play. For example, at Legon, I remember one time we went on stage and just told anyone to bring us some lyrics.
Okay.
So then we had a few gimmicks, and then immediately we would make a song right there, that kind of thing. Shabu. It was really, they respected.
But at that time you had a lot of tricks on the strings.
Yes, I was doing all.
Is it when you are growing younger, then it gets lost, right?
I was doing all the gimmicks of energy.
So right now, what don't you play? This morning I was enjoying you on Ibibio what they were doing on stage, and I was like, that's Wafa right there.
Yeah, that's I don't think there's I'm almost like I'm spread over different styles.
Because I don't know what you don't play.
Yeah, I'm spread over different styles. She has my accordion base.
No, because I sit down and I'm going through and I'm like, Kari Bannerman. I'm like, Osibisa, you've done a whole lot of things with Osibisa.
Yeah.
And I come up and say, okay, that's good. That kind of, I don't remember. Atongo, Zimba, and all others.
That's right.
You don't remember? I have seen that.
Wow. I think part of the reason is because I have 4 children. 4 children. So sometimes I have my own projects I want to do.
Okay.
And then, Kakraban, then you have to, maybe Papa comes to town, but I say, Papa's in town.
You have to.
Yeah, so it's, that's why my career has been so busy. Partly why. I mean, my children are grown up now. So I don't have that excuse anymore.
I was seeing a lot of things and I was confused. I was seeing a lot of things and I was confused. I said, but this one doesn't sleep at all. No, as for Bessa, the kind of thing you did in that period, like some decade or two, it was dangerous.
It was dangerous, yeah.
Almost all the hit songs in Ghana were produced there.
Yeah.
Then it shifted to, I think, Germany. It started in Germany. It came to London. Then I think it went back. Then the Holland people too took over. The Awaji da Costas, the Sloopy Mike Jenfi and others.
Right, Sloopy,
and
yeah.
Then the Canadians too, the Pat and
Jewel
and others. Paju also going.
That was our Ricky studio.
Yeah, Ricky Studios and others. And then I think Andy Vance and others too were doing this. Quite going round.
There was a lot of action. We were all very young, I remember. Yeah.
Which city haven't you played there?
Japan. I haven't gone to Japan yet.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And China.
I don't like the thought of
I haven't been to China, but I've been to almost everywhere. You know. Yeah.
Tell me about your experience in Brazil.
Oh, Brazil was amazing with Kwashibu.
Okay.
Kwashibu was very. We rehearsed. I think Kwame Yeboah had something to do somewhere else, so he just called me. Said, "Oh, can you sit in for me?" I said, "Okay." So we rehearsed in Germany, and then we the next day we're off to Brazil, and they really loved the band. They really connected. They really the people. It's a dangerous band. They really connected. Yeah, it was good. I'm trying to remember what it's happened so quickly.
I'm trying to bulldoze my way through. You know the way we do it.
Yeah.
So how did you end up in London?
This is what I'm saying. The
people were on the charter flight.
They became our management here.
Oh, okay.
And they believed that we could do as well as Osibisa. We went to London in '74. Osibisa had broken. Osibisa had broken in 1973, and I think they thought we could do very well. And in fact, while we're in London, occasionally we'll meet Teddy and the rest, and also touring or at the airport.
Oh, okay.
They also were aware
so
of us.
basically, when you went to London, what kind of genre were you playing? Almost everything.
I went in playing what we played in Bombaya, which was mainly based on Agbaja, kind of a problem. Sitting down in the forest with a rainbow for a fan, playing cards with the goddess, grasshoppers for an audience. So it's grasshoppers for an audience. This is the kind of music we're playing. So, but this was written by my brother Victor. It's like Agbaja. Something like that, So
beautiful.
that's what kind of thing we're doing.
So it created a different thing in the minds of
that's right. The audience in
and the Subi were playing their crisscross.
Crisscross,
and you went in with your Agbaja.
That's right. Yeah.
You didn't have Bobobo.
Is it?
Didn't have Bobobo. The Bobobo champion is sitting right behind you.
Yeah, I remember when we got to England, we had one English manager, and for us to get into the scene, at the time we had to write maybe 200 letters to universities.
Oh, okay.
So that we
introducing
could be
yourself.
Yes, and we had to put the letters in envelopes and lick it all, and internet hadn't arrived. Stamp it and send it out. And
your saliva almost got finished.
Yeah, it hadn't started. We had some chances there. In fact, we never got to do an album.
Wow.
Yeah, then we had a few problems, and then gradually, by '76, the groups had the spirit of the band had gone because people were doing other things, and we couldn't hold it together.
Does music pay?
Music. I went to see a friend recently. We were talking. He was saying, if you don't have a plan, he was just talking in general.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, if you don't have a plan, you're not going to go anywhere. And I thought, okay, it's an old wise saying.
Yeah.
But I thought, maybe I could have become a millionaire in music if I had plans earlier. I think with most musicians, maybe I don't know if it's our mentality general, because we are artistic.
Yeah.
We probably live from day to day. And a lot of my friends who I started playing with were more, including myself initially, we looked at it more like a lottery.
Okay.
Maybe you might play a song and it becomes a hit, and then you made it.
Boom.
But actually, I would say music is successful if you plan. That's what I'm trying to say. If you really have a long-term plan. Most musicians don't. Maybe, I don't know if it's the nature of our work and the nature of the way we look at life.
I was speaking to Ambule, and they said it is called show business. There's a show and there's a business. If you look at only the show aspect of it, you go hungry.
Yeah, I love that.
So you need to look at the business side of it.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the business side of it and you neglect the show, you are
it
done.
So it has to be show balance. The show. He really put it beautifully. The show and the business. He said that's why it's called show business. Wow. That's it. Ambule, my colleague at GBC for a while. Yeah, he was playing double bass.
Double bass, I was going to ask him. He was playing the double bass.
And he was telling me all about the help deaf, and I thought, what was this crazy guy talking about? I'm talking about 1970. Yeah? Yeah, I thought, this guy. But you could see he was focused.
That was before he formed the steno booths, and then he went to Apedja.
That's right.
Apedja show band and the steno booth and all those things.
Yeah.
About the qualities of the Yoruba of the evidence of the Winsipia to the figures to the... His man got vibes, man.
You could see he was very focused, very, always very. If I remember Ambule, little tidbits. I remember he was always well dressed, very sharp. Ambule was very sharp. I think at the mission, he was very aware of it.
76, the band goes down. What did you find work? Most of you, I hear some of you when you went out there, you had to work before. The music was more or less.
I can't mention that. I had to do some work that had nothing to do with music. But I won't tell you about that. Baby, I agree. And then other musicians who became like the most flexible job for musicians tended to be like cab driving. Because you had your own time. Yeah. You could work as much as possible, and when the job came, you could just drop it. So there are a few musicians that I know of, so I can't mention names, but yeah.
What was your first breakthrough when you went to London? First breakthrough that you did the show, Alfred made you.
It was when actually it was Osibisa.
Yeah. Okay.
When Matonto came and he came and said, "Oh, would you like to join?"
Hey.
Yeah. I said, "Oh yeah." my group has broken down. Yeah. And that was,
But Wendell was there, right?
At the time when there was had left. Yeah.
Okay.
Wendell was always going in and out.
Oh, okay.
He has a lot of talent. Yeah. Even the first time Osibisa made an approach with me was when we were backing with the support act. For Osibisa, their first tour was it 71? I don't know.
When it came to
Ghana, the first time.
I remember.
I
heard something.
That's right. So we were supporting them. They didn't come with a guitarist.
Okay.
And we would play first before they came on, and so now I can say it easy. Matonto, Lofty Amao, who played the percussion. And then there was a Nigerian-based player called Fred Coker. Because Spartacus had left he left very early. Spartacus, most of the names I mentioned have passed.
Okay.
Spartacus became more like a political activist more than anything else. So Lofty, Matonto, and Fred met me at City Hotel. They called me to City Hotel to come over because they want me to join the band. You know, so I have to confess, even though I had my group,
the calling of Osibisa was big.
Was big, and you know, now I can confess I was almost going to betray my own group just to get somewhere. You know, yeah, it's a bit sad, but it's true. You know, so Matoto had been making movements towards me a long time. So as soon as they did the Raw Festival show, and Kofi Ivor and Kiki Jan and the rest. I'm not trying to ruin that. I'm just saying that there was a dispute between two sides of the band. So some didn't come for whatever reason. I don't know why. So that was when
you had the opportunity to join.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, what was that energy that Osibisa were displaying on stage all the time?
All the time.
I just... What was it? When they are on stage, I think some spiritual...
It was magic. It was magic. I mean, like Saul always had the smile.
His smile is so beautiful.
You know, Saul was very professional.
Yeah.
Talking about planning a career, you know, Saul, when I was with the band, I was always trying to impress upon me, you know. Saul's smile, and of course, Maktonto was the energy man.
So, how do you describe the multi-instrumentalist? Teddy, for instance, what from the Tumpan?
I
spoke to him and he said he learned it from the palace.
I'm sure.
Like, then when he went to Seko and others, I was like, whoa.
Teddy is, may he rest in peace. It's in one sense, it's easy to not see how talented, even though we know he was very talented. But the way he played at Tumpan and all that, you know, and in the studio he would not say much.
Okay.
But this is a man, this is a man who could hear music, you know, at a particular level, you know. When I joined, I don't remember he wrote any songs at all himself. But his presence and his he was very aware of what music is. You know, the rhythm, and of course the flute, which he played very well. It was a special kind of musician. Yeah.
Because anytime you play and the thing comes and he takes the drumsticks.
He goes for it.
Because I remember one of the shows, I was the MC at Buzia Beach. I was the MC and the kind of performance they put. I think that was the last show. Kiki Jan, that is Kiki Jan's last show with them.
Oh,
so Kiki Jan was there. It was Kiki beside that Cameroonian bassist. Is it?
Mandingue.
Great guitarist.
Bass guitarist.
Before they came again, I was like, is this Osibisa?
There was a lot of energy in the band. A lot of. Sometimes it was because the characters were not. I wouldn't say they were not harmonious. They were very different characters together. You know, like in recording situation. When I joined the band, I thought, this music, the way it sounds, they must have, you know, like classical music, they must have written it all down. It was only after the first session with the band that I realized that it was the energy of people when they come together. You know, or like Saul might look at me and say, "Oh, Charlie, make you smile small, make you smile small." You know,
hey, Charlie, make us smile.
Yeah. You know, make you shake yourself small or something. You know, so there was a lot of energy, and sometimes there were, you know, like in any big group, sometimes arguments and all that.
Those things.
But you know, it was all part of the music. Some of the arguments were like I remember. Lofty, when we did the Kumasi show, would have be arguing with someone, maybe it was Mark or someone, or even Teddy. But when the signal came to go on stage, those days, Lofty, Lofty, the man he's been arguing with, angry, he would carry him on his shoulder. that was a show those
That's
days.
the show.
Yeah, and Teddy will play sax, but Lofty is carrying him.
Meanwhile, they were arguing just a few moments earlier.
Earlier.
That's the spirit of music.
And so Lofty used to do something. I remember the first show they did here. Because white men came with them as roadies.
Okay.
So Lofty has a lot of sticks. So he do his plays, play his thing, and then he'll throw the stick. Come and see white man running. White man going to collect the sticks to bring it back. And if you don't, the way Lofty was tall,
Yeah.
he will open his eyes. You yourself, you go around, go and get the sticks.
20 minutes to the top of the hour, we're having a conversation with senior most guitarist Kari Bannerman on Z101.9 FM on the Highlife Jam. My name is Papa Kofi. We're looking at music in general. So, with Osibisa, you are still together. Osibisa, I know you is on and off.
Occasionally, yeah.
When they call you on shows, you go and play.
Actually, there's another album coming, so they say if I can come and do some play. Yeah.
But listen to the other one that.
Please make a note of it so that if I forget, you can tell me.
Oh, that was sorry.
Thank you.
I think that was sorry. You were part of it, right?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
That was sorry. You were part of it. Okay, listen. Maybe if you remember, then we'll see. This one was Joe saying. Okay, what about latter day? Latter day. Latter day, Latter day.
When the latter?
Latter day.
Why this rhythm? I think it just came. I was just on the computer and it just came up, and I thought I should do something like a little smooth jazzy, a little. Yeah, we're just.
So this one is Dejazzy.
Dejazzy, yo, cut on the back. It was just like a jam. Because I'm not playing the keyboard. Yeah. And my friends in Ibibio sound machine, the brassmen, if you hear the brass, that's them doing the brass there.
Wow. Okay, well this one too, I fell in love with it. That is the okay. I think I know my favorite. I'll play before we go.
Okay.
This is my favorite. I must this one. But this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
This is amazing. I listened to it from start to finish. I was like, and now I started taking the parts.
Thank you so much.
Maybe I have to learn music.
Yeah.
I have to learn music.
I do make albums. I realize I don't promote them enough. So thank you for taking notice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one. maybe we'll let people enjoy this.
I need to now.
Yeah, this is a very beautiful song.
Now that man is on retirement, I can do
this. This is a very beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
We need to work on this. Fabian, what do you think? We need to work on this. We need to work on this.
I'm going to try and get a more lyricist. That's not my strength. I have to find a Manziba and so on.
But this is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
This is beautiful.
Thank you so much, Papa.
Nice. This is sumptuous. Hey, do I do? Yeah. Honey, there's some honey in it.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah.
You recently did a presentation at Legon.
Yes.
What inspired? Okay, I had a story. Okay, tell your story.
I think like most musicians, as we get older, we feel like we have to give something back.
Okay.
You know, most musicians do that either by just mentoring or teaching younger musicians. Because I mean, you've learned your thing. What are you going to do with it? Just carry it around with you, doing nothing. So it's part of the reason for me donating the equipment to Legon, because even though I don't have a program there with Legon as such, it's a good start.
Yeah.
I've had this equipment in Ghana for about 10 years in storage. I initially wanted to hire it out to use it when I'm here to gig, you know, but now, Charlie, the bones.
Is it too late to learn to play an instrument?
No, I don't think it's ever too late. Like you, as you get old, you know, as you get more, you know, it's nice to have something to play. Yeah. I'll give you good rates.
Okay. I'll come. And when I come, I'll bring in the people.
Okay.
Yes. Give me good rates. When I come, I'll bring in the people. I think maybe we need to set up a music school.
Yeah.
And I like what Professor Awo said. The performing arts. He said we should have a walk-in lecture and all that. Some of you, when you come, you need to share your experiences with the students who are doing music.
That's very much part of my plan, really. I've got another good friend I used to work with, Sona Jobate, the kora player from Gambia, the lady, very good-looking lady, who's got a school in Gambia.
Oh, wow.
So she's always been asking me, when are you going to start your school?
I think we need
to
This year or next year?
We shall.
We need to start.
We need to start. So anyhow, with the donating the equipment, I go through. So it's the idea is to use the equipment, you know.
Is it Bannerman Bento?
Bannerman Bento. Because my father played piano, my two maternal uncles were piano players, so it's like in their memory. But now the hard work starts, because now I want to establish a scholarship, which will mean I have to look for sponsors. So this is the easiest part, donating. So now that's the idea behind it. But it's very, very enriching to the soul when you found, as musicians, as a DJ, as a host yourself. When you speak, people listen. You're enhancing their lives anyhow. But this is an extra way of enhancing people's lives.
What can Ghanaians do to take our music there? I hear some of the young ones, when they go, they play in halls, sitting rooms and stuff like that. I've seen Uncle Ego tell her and others sold out shows.
Yeah.
what authenticity do the people out there want? We are here.
We just have
when
to be.
We hear Pangwa music, I don't want to listen to.
We just have to be authentic, meaning we have to be very true to what we do. Okay, we have influences from our. I mean, now you can't escape influences, but the essential, the essence of what you do has to be from Ghana. You know, whether it's Agbaja, that's within your thing, you know, cultural. The people, I mean, because when we have programming festivals and stuff like that, it's when you have something unique. If you're like everybody else, why would they not, you know?
Follow the crowd.
Yeah, you know. So we just have to be very. It's a challenge. Again, it comes back to planning a career and saying just like Atongo Zimba.
Yeah.
I mean, Atongo used to, and I'm not trying to belittle his name. He just used to play at the beach. Before he got his thing together, and now people want him everywhere.
Big boy.
You know, he plays is fantastic. You know, so it's just a matter of sticking with it. But if we had like kind of in England, they have the Arts Council of England.
I remember.
Yeah, we don't have the
Arts
funding.
Council doesn't work.
Yeah, because that supports creative ideas.
Okay.
Well, because when you're creative, obviously you are risking something that people haven't really heard before. So if you, that's my feeling about what shall we do. We need support.
A word or two for the younger musicians.
The what?
Younger musicians who are coming up.
A word or two.
Yeah. Before we wrap up.
Yes. What I'm going to say, show and business. yeah. The show side, learn your craft as well. I mean, the internet brings a lot of information and stuff like that. Learn your craft very well, but most of all, I believe you have to be deeply, use Ghanaian tradition and culture, which is unique anywhere else, so that it sets you apart. I mean, Kwame Yeboah is doing so well, and for me, I know him quite well. I think it's because whatever he does, you can still feel that something extra that nobody's got.
Yeah.
And that's Ghana, the culture. So stay with the show side, stay with your culture, but look at the business too. Ambulance giving us wisdom. The business. Look at the plan the career.
Are you the only Ghanaian in BBO?
It used to be only me, but now I've got PK Ambrose, who used to be with Victor Day.
Oh, okay.
Also, sometimes he comes in bass. Amazing bass player.
Oh, okay.
I
was watching some of your shows. You don't tell me about my research. I'm just trying to watch
your research is Suronko.
And maybe I'm a genre of music. Oh, you're home.
Music now.
Oh, you're home.
I'm brought from Woolid.
So you're rock or so you're home, right? Michelle wants to go to France.
Ghana. Let me say, hey, Ghana is all there, you shape your music different. What I see yet? Yeah, but the girl, she's from Southeast Nigeria. Very good, very easy.
Kevson, now, Orient Kakaka.
How was it?
Kevson, Orient Kakaka.
What not rent about it?
About Nick Kevson, Orient Kakaka. Oh, you're home.
It's anyway, yeah. See, there you go.
Okay, so
show a business.
Okay, so for you, next the music school will come, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, the scholarship is what I'm going to work on first. But when I come by, I'll prepare a program to do some master class at Legon or wherever.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
All I've learned over the many years.
But not some Highlife Festival, we'll talk about it.
Mate. Nana Swanzia. Oh, your support to too much.
Highlife Festival.
Okay.
Highlife Okay. Thank the people at the school. Hey, your friends who came. The friends who came, yes.
Kojo Simpson, Chris Texan,
Chris
Texan, not Daniel Thompson.
Who meet up here?
You meet 63.
Charlie, people, I met these young men at Legon coming to help their brother do presentation. And the kind of stories they were telling me. They met in 1963. And in the year 2025, they were all together. And tell them the picture and
That's it.
Beautiful picture. Yeah, the one I see. Beautiful. You make a cry. I have somebody in London who wants to speak to you. Okay, but as we listen to this music, yeah.
Now,